licensing reimagined.
Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and one is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Arizona Athletic Grounds. Just a reminder that we are located in the Salt River Valley of Arizona on ancestral territories of indigenous people, including the Acamelo Odom, also known as Pima, and the Pipash, also known as Maricopa Indian communities. And before that, the Hohokam people whose care and keeping of these lands allow us to be here today. This land has been and continues to be the home of indigenous people. We are still here. We honor the elders of both past and present, as well as future generations of the Hohokam peoples and the Acamelo Odom and Pipash nations. We express gratitude for their stewardship of this land we currently occupy. Who's ready for some roller derby? Can't just be us over here at the announcer's table. I know it's early, but we're so glad that you're all here joining Arizona Roller Derby for the return of Monsoon Madness! Woo woo! And we're gonna go ahead and kick it off, reading off the rosters of our first 2 teams opening up the tournament today.
Rolling out in green, we have Uinta Roller Derby, Uinta Madness, 000 Booty Queen, 1 Sanctum, 106 Annie Chokley, 177 Slam Vimes, 1864 Con, 2113 Pearl of the Scars, 22 Off the Rails, 223 Valkyrie Vixen, 25 Knuckles, 314 Bip, 369 Spider Monk, 626 Witch Slapped, 70 Chevelle Bob, 81 Husky, number 9 Panamaniac.
And taking the track for Fuego Latino, todos aquí listos para patinar, we have 1031 Whiskey Von Sweets, 113 the birthday girl, Sid Vicious, say happy birthday to Sid, 138 Patty Hearst, 1491 Prima Ballerina, 1521 Senor Poo-Poo, 27 Peace War, 30 Ms. Defiant, number 31 that's Halloween, 333 Lightning, 369 Effie Bomber, number 5 Ms. Take, 594 No Mames, number 6 UPS, and number 65 Karma Electra. Give it up for Fuego Latino skating in el color blanco. They are in white.
And none of this would be happening without our officials today, so let's give a big thanks to our officials: Fickle Bitch, Fighting Girlfriend, Griff, Loki Loki, Nerdy Little Secret, Goldie Knox, Velma Deckley, Hyperlinks, the Jinja Ninja, Hate Bit, Margie Ram, Flash, Nitro Glitterin, Dak in a Box, Dysentery, Guinness, and Rivendell. Thanks to our officials.
And shout out to everybody watching on Twitch. Hey fam, if you're here in house, let people know they can watch from home on AZRD's Twitch channel. Hey, if you're watching from Twitch, let us know where you're at. We'll give you some shout outs.
If you're on the Twitch and you'd like to get rid of those ads, you can subscribe to the AZRD Twitch channel for $5 a month.
And here we go. The anticipation is building. We're going to... In just a moment. Oh, there it is. Looks like Fighting Girlfriend. Letting us know. Yes, jam on. This is jam number 1. Valkyrie Vixen with the star for Uinta. Coming out quick, looking to make some moves. Karma Electrac with the star.
Karma Electrac pushing out.
For Fuego Latino. Karma Electrac gets knocked to the inside. Now at the front with 1 to beat. Some nice tracking there by Off the Rails as a cut track picked up by Karma. And you know what that means? It's a power jam!
Valkyrie Vixen has taken that cover off, but not past it just yet. I think now that they've switched to a power jam, she's decided to keep the cover and try to get out on this first pass. But Fuego Latino is putting up a nice big block here. Valkyrie Vixen now working on about 20 seconds into this power jam trying to get out, and she takes a forearm call and heads to the box. So we'll be having a 2-minute jam here as Karma Electric returns to the track.
Yeah, that tripod there of Peace War, Whiskey Von Sweets, and Lightning was no joke. Impermeable, we might say, unable to get through it.
And we have a lead. We're a minute and a half into the jam 1, and we're on our first scoring pass here. Let's see if we can get some points on the board. Looks like Fuego Latino is going to take 4 points on that first pass, while Valkyrie Vixen works on coming out on the initial.
Mary Chaos in our Twitch chat wants to know how many games have power jams in the first jam of the game. I think that I agree, Mary. That would be a super fun thing to know, like, over time. We can track it over the tournament. Maybe we'll try. Phoenix says we got 2 so far. So here we go, and right away, very quickly, Fuego Latino's jammer number 5 was just about to be out. That's a mistake, but picks up a cut track call, and that sets up a power jam. Power jam. Power jam. Power jam for Chevelle Bob. Chevelle Bob out of the pack and is lead jammer. 1 skater in that penalty box. And Chevelle Bob back into the pack, looking to find some space, going to the inside, but gets knocked in by UPSA and has to recycle. So now making another attempt to get out of that pack and pick up all 4 points. Just barely slips past the birthday girl, Sid Vicious, and does get all 4. And with a quickness mistake is on the track and through, making that initial pass. So about to approach the pack, look to pick up some points, but Chevelle Bob all over that, calls it off, picks up 4 more points, and prevents Fuego Latino from getting any points in that jam. So an 8-0 jam in favor of Uinta Madness, an 8-4 score here as we go into jam number 3.
Here we are at jam 3. Uinta starting down a blocker, so they've got 3 on the track, 1 in the box. We'll see if our jammers can make it through this one without any penalties. We've got Knuckles jamming for Uinta and Effie Bomber for Fuego. This Uinta 3-wall doing a good job holding that jammer back. Looks like Fuego's going to lose a blocker to the box with a forearm call. While Uinta returns, we have a skater returning and offering some offense. That's Panamaniac trying to hit O for their jammer. "30 seconds here, and we have not passed the first turn yet on this jam. These blockers are doing an excellent job holding these jammers back. And FE Bomber takes lead while Uinta removes the cover passes and looking for a pass to their pivot. Fuego Latino taking 4 points on that first pass. Uinta looking to score as well. And they're going to call it, taking 4 points and holding Uinta at 0. That should put us at a tied game, 8-8.
Tiffany and Bosco is a proud sponsor of Arizona Roller Derby. Trial lawyer Will Fishbach and his pack of all-star attorneys will deliver a grand slam to any courtroom bout and send their adversaries home with rink rash. Find them at tblaw.com. And that whistle means we are going Halloween with the star for Fuego Latino, Spider Monk for Uinta. Ween pushing forward at the top of the pack, one to beat, just slips around Bip and is out as lead. Spider Monk also out of the pack, making that initial pass. Ween coming up against some big blocking, going to that outside lane. Does pick up some points, looks like all 4. On that jam, yeah, so we've had a lead change. No longer are we tied at 8-8. Now it is 12-8.
All right, both teams have a blocker in our 187 penalty box. Actually, both are down a pivot. So we have Senor Poo out here for Fuego Latino, jamming on our jam line, and Valkyrie Vixen out for Uinta. Senor Poo making easy work of that and heading out with lead. Meanwhile, Valkyrie Vixen not far behind. Peace War taking a final hit there. Senor Poo is going to call that off with a couple points and clearing their penalty box, while Uinta leaves their pivot still in the box for another moment. The 187 penalty box getting a little bit of action already this first game. Looks like there was no point scored on that last jam, so we're still holding out at 12-8.
Also looks like listen not working. It is now time for jam número 6. Y hemos empezado. ¿Quién está el jammer? Eso es Karma Electric. Y el jammer para Uinta es Chevelle Bob. Que es Spanglish, ¿no? Y Chevelle Bob is out first. Chevelle tiene lead. Karma Electric todavía está intentando de salir del pack, buscando ayuda del pivot Sid. Y ojalá que todos sepan que eso es el cumpleaños de Sid. And Sid Vicious is jammer of record. That is a completed star pass. Sid ya tiene la estrella, pero no se puede salir. The blockers from Uinta are locking it down, but some nice offense there, opening up a lane, but swallowed right back up by Uinta Madness blockers. Looks like Husky was in on that, and a couple other skaters to be named later. And jam ends. That was a big 8-point jam there for Uinta, taking that score 16-12.
Uinta ending that with 8 points on that jam. It's so far, I think for every jam, the lead jammer has scored and the other team has been held at zeros, which explains why we're at 16-12 on the score right now. I think Fuego's had lead about 3 times, Uinta twice. Rolling out here on jam number 7, we have Knuckles jamming for Uinta and Ms. Take jamming for Fuego Latino. The 187 penalty box, nice and empty. But that's not going to happen for long. Number 30, Ms. Defiant has headed to the box with a penalty. Looks like another Fuego blocker will be heading to the box. That's Peace War, leaving Uinta with 4 blockers on the track. But Fuego's got lead. Looks like they might run it a little bit and try to clear their box. Both jammers now in a scoring position. Fuego's going to call it, releasing 1 blocker from the penalty box. Uinta and Fuego both walking away with 3 points on that jam.
And we are now getting ready for our next jam, jam number 8. Just 1 skater sitting in that 187 penalty box. Most of the skaters up there by that Clover Cut pivot line, now going to slide on back to the jam line just before the whistle blows. Effie Balmer with the star for Fuego Latino. Spider Monk for Uinta, and Spider Monk is out first, does pick up lead. Effie going for that outside lane, gets tapped out by Husky, going for the recycle. Looking to find some more space, but once again, just a lot of movement there by those blockers, tracking, staying right with her. And 4 points picked up by Spider Monk. Spider Monk with the fancy skating on the track. And Effie now out. Effie making that initial pass. Jam is called off before Effie able to get any points. So 8 points picked up on that jam by Spider Monk and Uinta, holding Fuego Latino to 15 points, 27-15 after 8 jams.
All right, we're back here with Halloween jamming for Fuego, Valkyrie Vixen jamming for Uinta. Uinta's taken lead on the last couple jams and really started to move forward on points, but I think Halloween might have another thing in mind, taking lead here. She's out and hustling back around. Vixen has removed the cover, but looks like she might still be making it through. Nope, we have a star pass for Uinta. So number 1864, Khan, is now the jammer for Uinta. Halloween coming around on a second scoring pass. And with that, Fuego Latino has come around with 5 more points, getting them into a 7-point spread with Uinta. This is turning out to be a nice close game for this first half.
Y no hay nadie allí en la caja de penales. So tenemos todos en la pista listos para empezar. Y ya. Nos vamos. Y allí un favorito preferido del grupo de Twitch es Señor Pupú. Él tiene el lead y ya está regresando para ganar unos puntos. Knuckles con la estrella para Uinta. Y todos están aquí cerca de nosotros en la primera esquina. Y el señor con 1 y se pasa Esto es Sanctum. Una salta. Y ahora regresando para ganar más puntos es Señor Pupú. We have had a star pass to Husky. Husky, though, just being locked down by the Fuego Latino blockers, does get some offensive assistance. Some nice big hits there from Bip, opening up space. A huge 16-point jam with 40 seconds left. Let's see how much more. ¿Cuántos más se puede ganar, señor Pupú? Pues 4, por lo menos. It's got at least 4 more. I think this might go the full 2 minutes, friends. Maybe not. Husky is now out and making an initial pass. And that's it. But not before 3 more points picked up for a huge 23-point jam. Señor Pupú. And you know what that means? We have, in fact, had a lead change.
Senor Pupú really putting down the points and taking the lead for that. The winner of this game will be playing again at 2 p.m. against the Rough Riders. So they'll want to not tire themselves out too much for the next game ahead. Now on the line, we have Chevelle Bob for Uinta and Karma Electric for Fuego Latino. Fuego now has a full set of blockers on the track after being released from the 187 penalty box. And Chevelle Bob has taken lead. I believe Chevelle Bob has taken lead every time he's been on the track so far today. But we're going to take a little break from the track and read you some sponsor reads. We're really excited to have so many fantastic sponsors for this year, including EGs. Take it easy, have an EG. The month's flavor is Monsoon. So if you're in Arizona, you can stop in, cool off, and get yourself a Monsoon smoothie. It's not a smoothie.
No, it's
like
more like an icy. Have you? I guess you haven't had one of the Monsoon variety.
I've been to the EGs once, so I have not tried the Monsoon.
Well, as a Southern Arizona person, I have been to EGs many times, and I did try the Monsoon flavor. It's a very dark bluish purple. It's super sweet, so just be prepared. You can get half and half. Like if some things are too sweet, you know, you could get half pina colada or half lemon with your Monsoon EGs. Now, it's the flavor of the month, but the month ends tomorrow. So if you want one, you better get one.
Well, the month ends tomorrow, but hopefully the monsoon action in Arizona does not end because we could use some rain down here.
That's true. It was doing that even when I had mine turned off, so it's not persnickety.
I know. That's going to morph into a team timeout.
All right, so now
Our good friends at
we are going to have a team timeout brought to you by our good friends at RDOA. RDOA is an unaffiliated association of roller derby officials. We love you, officials. SOs and NSOs from all rule sets, affectionately known as the Herd. They foster a culture of inclusion, professionalism, and learning. Join the RDOA Facebook group to get connected.
If you're on site this weekend in Arizona for the Monsoon Madness, you can also get yourself some body work. You can check out all the sponsors that we have here on site, including Rattlesnake Romance Tattoo, which is located in Phoenix, Arizona, and will be on site all weekend doing flash tattoos. They've been at all of our recent events, and they get really booked up. So if you're planning to get a tattoo while you're here, go book your time now.
Y hay alguien ahí en el Twitch chat diciendo, vamos Fuego Latino apoyando desde Bogotá. So, hola a todos en Bogotá y otros lados del mundo. Y hola a Athena Latina, te veo ahí. And here we go, here we go. It is Jam number 12, número 12. Ya ha empezado y estamos empezando con un penal al jammer de Fuego Latino. Eso es Ms. Take. Y Peace War ya está en la caja de penales. Pero ahora está de pie, so regresa muy pronto. Power jam happening right now for Spider Monk. Spider Monk has picked up 4 so far. Peace War out of the penalty box though and going to help put on that defensive pressure. Ms. Take also out and very quickly has escaped the pack and made an initial pass, puts the pressure on, forces the call off, and holds Spider Monk and Uinta to 8 points in that jam. Fuego Latino todavía tiene más puntos, 43-35.
You can see why Spider Monk has that name. He does a lot of side surfing, and his legs look very spidery out up there on the track. Next up for Jam 13, got a real close game here within 8 points. FE Bomber jamming for Fuego Latino. Uinta jammer looks like it might be Valkyrie Vixen out there. No, it's Knuckles. Knuckles has been blocking a lot this game, so it's nice to see them out there jamming. Looks like number 22 off the rails is going to head to our 187 penalty box, leaving Fuego with a full blocker lineup out there and lead jam. FE Bomber has lead. Looks like they're going to keep working on those points. Khan has taken the star pass and is now jamming for Uinta. He's getting really held up in that Fuego line. Whiskey Von Sweet's putting up some really nice blocks there and holding that jammer back. FE Bomber was able to come back around, but still we have a 4-point jam. Both teams taking 4 points, leaving us with an 8-point spread.
Getting ready for jam number 14. Vamos a empezar jam número 14. Y con la trepa, Fuego Latino es Halloween. Halloween se va del pack muy rápidamente y tiene lead, pero igualmente Valkyrie Vixen ya ha salido. Y Halloween ganó 4 puntos. Valkyrie Vixen está intentando de ganar puntos. Pero los blockers de Fuego Latino están haciendo el trabajo. Y ahora se va Valkyrie Vixen con 4. Halloween tiene 8. Vamos a ver si Halloween gana más puntos en ese paseo. Y sí, los dos ganaron los 4 puntos en el último paseo. O no, 3, nada más 3 para Halloween. Entonces, 11 puntos para Fuego Latino, 8 para Uinta y 58-47 después de 14 jams.
Back out here for Jam 15, and our 187 penalty box is nice and clear, so we've got 2 full blocker packs out there. Senor Pupu jamming for Fuego and Chevelle Bob for Uinta Madness. Pupu takes lead. Chevelle Bob still pushing through that wall. Senor Poo taking 4 points real quick on that one as he sneaks through on the inside line. Chevelle Bob is still trying to push through that Fuego pack. Looks like they're going to recycle him back a little bit, giving Senor Poo another chance at points. Bob is now out. This is one of our first jams where we might end with a little scoring differential. The last couple jams have been pretty close, but Senor Poo is going to call it. Looks like he made away with one more point on that last hit, maybe two. Yep, 2 points on that last round. So Senor Poo leaving with 10 points, holding Uinta Madness at 0. That jam gives us a nice spread of 47-68.
Jam number 16 has begun. Wearing that star for Fuego Latino is Karma Electrac, but it's Knuckles out first for Uinta. Picks up lead and is very quickly back to the pack, looking to score some points. Oh, Karma Electrac has a penalty, so that is a power jam. Power jam. Power jam for Uinta with 51 points against 68. 17-point differential between these two teams with an opportunity to make up some of that ground. But the Fuego Latino blockers are not having it. UPSA joined by No Mames and another blocker to be named later. That is Ms. Defiant, making it very difficult for Knuckles to get back on a scoring run. And we do have a successful star pass. UPSA is now jammer for Fuego Latino, and putting on that pressure forces the call off. Let's see, 3 points were picked up in that battle between Knuckles and the Fuego Latino blockers. So 7-point jam score now 54-68 in favor of Fuego Latino, and we do have a team timeout.
You know, this score is real close, but when we look at our penalty tally, Uinta's sent 5 people to the box with penalties. No one on the team has more than 1 penalty. Meanwhile, Fuego Latino is currently at 14 penalties. 2 of their skaters already have 3 by Jam 16. And a number of those have been jammer penalties, so Uinta's, I think, enjoyed maybe 4 power jams already this half.
Shout out to all of our vendors here today. Make sure you check them out. We have Out From Under the Bed podcast, Find Aligned Massage and Movement, Rattlesnake Romance Tattoo, Body Breakdown by Blue, Say Hey Blue, All Heart Training, and Oh My Quad, owned by skater Halloween, who is jamming in this game. So be sure you check out those vendors if you're here in the venue.
We also have a new sponsor this year, Poppin' Joe. Shine like Poppin' Joe. Check them out at poppinjoe.com. You can enter the raffle if you're on site, or if you're on the Twitch channel, I think you can go to the Monsoon Madness Instagram and get that QR code. They're super cute little backpacks for carrying your skates around. So go buy your $5 raffle ticket for Poppin' Joe. We're back here at Jam 17 with Valkyrie Vixen and Ms. Take on the jammer line. Both packs sort of hovering around our Clover Cup pivot line, and it looks like Valkyrie Vixen is pushing out there and taking lead. Both jammers are out. We're running it real quick. And Fuego Latino, the jammer, Ms. Take, is going to head to the box for a track call. That's putting Uinta in a position to make up some of these points. Valkyrie Vixen sort of pushing out there, getting some help from her teammates now. Let's see if they can get her out of there. Number 1864, that's Khan, heading to the track for a destruction call. Valkyrie Vixen still trying to get out on that front end of the pack. Ms. Take is back on the track, I believe, in a scoring position. Vixen is still trying to push back, so those last two blockers, Peace War up there, and maybe that's Whiskey Von Sweets really putting up a big wall there for Vixen, and she's going to go ahead and call it. Vixen's going to walk away from that jam with 4 points, Fuego Latino at 0, putting us in a 10-point game, 58-68.
And just about 4 minutes left in the game, and we do have an official review. So that stops the clock. We will let you know when we know what is being reviewed officially. Get ready for the most epic roller derby event of the year. Clover Cup 2025, hosted by the Dallas Derby Devils, is around the corner. Join them as they celebrate 2 decades of derby excellence, marking the Dallas Derby Devils' 20th anniversary. Woot woot! Since their founding in November 2004. You won't want to miss this electrifying showdown featuring top WFTDA, MRDA, and JRDA teams from around the world battling it out on the track. For more information, check out clovercup.com. See you there in 2025.
I'd like to take this moment to give a shout out to our medics over there. We have a big giant medic crew enjoying roller derby early on a Friday morning. These events would not be possible without them here to keep us safe and eyes on the track. One of our sponsors is EBIT. EBIT provides high school and adult students with the advanced skills and training needed to thrive in today's competitive job market. Get career training at ebit.edu. Big thanks to our medics for showing up and helping us out today. So a few folks have been asking about our teams here. Uinta Madness is an open gender team out of Utah. Uinta is a mountain range, I believe, in the northeast part of Utah that transfers over into Wyoming. So I think there's a Uinta County in Wyoming as well. But they're here from Utah. Fuego Latino is a No Borders team, and I'm going to actually pass that to Bonita to do in Spanish.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so much pressure. Fuego Latino es un equipo que sin fronteras que tiene patinadores de pues varias partes del mundo que se identifican con ese grupo y de veras están en fuego, ¿no? Y estamos viendo ese fuego aquí en la pista en Arizona, donde se siente el fuego también, porque si se va para afuera, mira, hay mucho calor.
The official review has ended. We don't have a report for you yet. We may not have a report for you. But we'll sort that out before the remaining games in the tournament.
We can let you know at halftime, or after the half also. We'll find out. Handle any of this. I should have. Anyway, here we go. It is jam number 18, número 18, y ya se va Chevelle Bob. Chevelle Bob out of that pack quickly has picked up lead. Effie Bomber has the star for Fuego Latino. Effie Bomber con la estrella para Fuego Latino y Effie se va. Ella está haciendo su primer paso. Después de eso se puede ganar puntos. Y ya tiene 4 puntos para Chevelle Bob y Uinta. Más y más y más. ¿Qué está pasando? Pues te digo qué está pasando. Effie Bomber se fue del pack. 4 puntos más. Creo. Sí, 4. Y ya se acabó el jam. 4 por cada uno, creo. Estoy viendo. No, creo que viene 4 más. Sí, 8. Y mira qué está pasando. Solamente 6 puntos entre los dos equipos. 66 para Uinta y 72 para Fuego Latino.
Seems like that official review worked as a little bit of a timeout for Uinta. Chevelle Bob came out in that jam ready to go with a new plan, making up 4 points, bringing our game into a 6-point differential. Fuego jamming Halloween right now up against Spider Monk, our professional side surfer on the track. Halloween taking lead quickly. We'll see Peace War, the pivot from Fuego, is headed to the box again. This is her 4th penalty. Fuego Latino is at somewhere around 17 penalties this game, so almost 3 times as many penalties as Uinta. Uinta really, I think, benefiting from being able to keep more of their blockers on the track each jam to help out their jammers. Spider Monk is now out and heading around the track while Halloween is working on scoring points and possibly trying to get that penalty box cleared. Looks like the 187 penalty box is now empty, leading into our next jam. So both teams will start with a full pack. Fuego Latino walking away with 3 points on that, bringing it to a 9-point spread. This has turned out to be a really close, entertaining game and fun to watch.
Yeah, what a great way to start Monsoon Madness 2024. Like just rolling in like a haboob.
Maybe you should explain what a haboob is for
Maybe
those
you
of us
should.
on the...
I'm not good at them. I'm not so good at it's like a really massive storm that is super strong. There's like lots of dust and you can watch them rolling in. Google it. If you're here, you can Google it later or on your phone. If you're in the chat, you can Google it. They're pretty impressive from a distance.
I believe the word haboob it actually comes from the Middle East. So it's a term used in Saudi Arabia for the dust storms they have. And the ones here look very similar, which is why they're called haboobs.
That's so fascinating. Thank you, Phoenix, because I totally did not know that. And it makes sense because that is a unique word for the English language.
I believe I moved to Phoenix and got caught in one on my bicycle and was like, what the heck is that? And looked it up. And that's where I learned all about haboobs.
Yeah, if you could see my face, you would see my look of shock and horror because being caught in one of those in a car is scary. I can't imagine on a bicycle.
I think I was cleaning dust out of my hair and my ears for like a week. It was terrible. But anyway, back to roller derby.
I know. We missed a whole jam talking about that, so sorry, friends. 8 points were picked up by Fuego Latino. Well, Johnny Pepper didn't. Johnny Pepper, who's producing for us, and he'll catch us up on anything we missed. Anyway, it is halftime. I am Loquita Bonita, joined by Phoenix here in Mesa, Arizona for Monsoon Madness. We will be back in just under 15 minutes.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. Head shapes are as unique as fingerprints, so choosing a helmet that's custom to you is the best way to keep you safe while playing derby. A lot of us have spent most of our derby careers wearing a helmet that's the same size shell, whether you're a size small, medium, large, or extra large. One size fits all doesn't work for our feet, and it definitely doesn't work for your head. Roller derby helmets are designed to absorb and disperse the force of impact using EPS foam, which is scientifically designed to fit close to your head, allowing it to protect your head by crumpling or compressing upon impact. So here's the thing, if your helmet size is a small, but you're wearing the same shell size as your teammate who's an XL, not only does it look kind of funny, the functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. So no matter how much foam you stuff into your helmet to make it stay put, you're more at risk for head injuries, putting you at risk. The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. Head shapes are as unique as fingerprints, so choosing a helmet that's custom to you is the best way to keep you safe while playing derby. A lot of us have spent most of our derby careers wearing a helmet that's the same size shell, whether you're a size small, medium, large, or extra large. One size fits all doesn't work for our feet, and it definitely doesn't work for your head. Roller derby helmets are designed to absorb and disperse the force of impact using EPS foam, which is scientifically designed to fit close to your head, allowing it to protect your head by crumpling or compressing upon impact. So here's the thing, if your helmet size is a small, but you're wearing the same shell size as your teammate who's an XL, not only does it look kind of funny, the functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. So no matter how much foam you stuff into your helmet to make it stay put, you're more at risk for head injuries, putting you at risk.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music license. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. Head shapes are as unique as fingerprints, so choosing a helmet that's custom to you is the best way to keep you safe while playing derby. A lot of us have spent most of our derby careers wearing a helmet that's the same size shell, whether you're a size small, medium, large, or extra large. One size fits all doesn't work for our feet, and it definitely doesn't work for your head. Roller derby helmets are designed to absorb and disperse the force of impact using EPS foam, which is scientifically designed to fit close to your head, allowing it to protect your head by crumpling or compressing upon impact. So here's the thing. If your helmet size is a small, but you're wearing the same shell size as your teammate who's an XL, not only does it look kind of funny, the functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. So no matter how much foam you stuff into your helmet to make it stay put, you're more at risk for head injuries, putting you at risk.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
Giving you the highest level of protection upon impact.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Welcome back. We're so excited to have everyone here at Arizona Roller Derby's Monsoon Madness. This is our first game of the day, Uinta Madness versus Fuego Latino. The winner of this game will go on to play the Arizona's Rough Riders at 2 p.m. today. If you enjoy this game, stick around. The next match will be Cow Squad versus Clown Town, which also promises to be a lot of fun.
Did you talk about the score and the penalty? Because I couldn't hear you.
I set the bracket.
So just looking back on our first half, thanks to the fabulous stats by producer Johnny Pepper, the big story is that huge 23-point jam by Senor Pupu. That makes all the difference for my fellow math challenged friends. I have it under good authority that if that 23-point jam had not occurred, they would not in fact be leading right now. It would be a score of 66-60. Another tale of the stats is all those Fuego Latino penalties. So they have just been racking them up compared to Uinta. They have 17 penalties and Uinta has 6. So that is a huge difference. Everybody's pretty much doing okay on personal, like the tally of penalties. Only Peace War is at 4, a couple of their skaters at 3, and a couple with 2. So there's no one in any real danger right now. And yes, our birthday girl, Sid Vicious, playing very cleanly with 0 penalties. So she gets to enjoy all the cake.
Uinta out there with 6 penalties, and it's actually 6 skaters with 6 penalties, so they each just have 1. So when they've gotten a penalty, they've really gotten that back under control and stopped it. Right now we have Spider Monk and Karma Electric out there jamming against one another. Everyone's sort of huddled up around our Clover Cup pivot line. Spider Monk pushing out towards the front, and here comes Karma Electric. It's going to be close. Spider Monk has lead and about 20 feet ahead. We'll see if anyone's going to call this or if we're going to just run this for points and see what happens. Looks like Monk is going to hit that and call it. Not sure if he made away with anything. Looks like Fuego Latino walks away with 2 points, and Spider Monk took 1.
And we are getting ready for our next jam of the game. Lining up on that Rehab Lab Arizona jam line are 2 jammers that I can't see from here. So that looks an awful lot like Ms. Take for Fuego Latino. Yes, it is. And Knuckles for Uinta. Knuckles out first, but Ms. Take coming up quickly, so really no significant distance between the 2 skaters as they are arriving to the pack on a scoring pass. Knuckles pushing forward has been sucked up by No Mames, and Sid Vicious joined by Prima Ballerina. So, no mames is saying, hey, Knuckles, no mames. No se puede pasar. Pero no mames tampoco. And jam ends with 4 points for Fuego Latino, 1 for Uinta, 89-68 in favor of Fuego Latino.
We have no one in the 187 penalty box, which is nice to see. All the blockers are up here. We've got 2 jammers on the Rehab Lab Arizona jam line. Looking at a 19-point differential in this game. Fuego Latino has been holding on to their lead for quite a bit now. Effie Bomber is jamming for Fuego Latino and Chevelle Bob for Uinta. Looks like Effie's gonna take lead there. Chevelle Bob still working his way around. And Chevelle Bob is gonna take a track cut call on that, giving Fuego the power jam opportunity. Effie comes flying in there. And I think it's gonna take a low block call on that. So we're gonna have a reverse power jam here. Both jammers in the box. Chevelle Bob is going to get released real quickly. And he's back on the track with the power jam. This will probably be a real quick one since the jammers switch spots so quickly. If you're new to roller derby, you'll know that a jam cannot happen without a jammer on the track. Chevelle Bob just took another penalty, this time a back block. So that's 2 in a row for him. He's back in the box. Effie Bomber is on the track with the power jam. This will also be a quick power jam since Chevelle Bob only has to serve as much time as she was there. This will be a 2-minute jam since we no longer have a lead jammer. Looks like Fuego Latino is gonna run some offense here and try to get Effie Bomber out. Uinta's putting up some great defense here on this power jam, though they have lost a blocker to the box. I believe that was Booty Queen who headed to the box. That's her second penalty. Chevelle Bob is returning to the track. Effie Bomber completing her first scoring pass for this jam is taking 4 points. Uinta sending another blocker to the box. That is number 626, Witch Slapped. That's her first penalty, a forearm call. Effie Bomber taking a couple more points here. Looks like only 3 because there was a no pass. Fuego Latino is going to walk away with 7 points on that jam. That was a really intense jam with a lot of penalties and power jams, so surprising to see only 7 points scored.
And we are ready for jam number 4. 25 minutes left here in this game. Both teams matching up very well. Here we go. That is Holly Ween, and Holly Ween is out very quickly, does pick up lead. Spider Monk tends to get out of the pack fairly quickly, but it looks like Fuego Latino's blockers able to slow that down. But if you give Spider Monk an inch, you know what they say. He'll just get through the pack. That's it. That's what they say. It's true. Johnny just told me. So he put that pressure on, forces the call off, but not before Fuego Latino picks up 4 points and does hit the century mark, really expanding that lead. Now 32 points separating these two teams. Fuego Latino ha llegado a 100 puntos a 68 para Uinta Madness.
Uinta Madness coming back on the track with 4 blockers. This is the first jam in a while that they have not had anyone in that 187 penalty box. They've taken some real point losses with all those penalties. It's hard to make points when you only have 2 blockers on the track. Senior Poo-Poo taking lead real quickly there, but it looks like he also took a penalty with that track cut, so he's heading to the penalty box. This gives Knuckles an opportunity to get lead. Just need some offense there from those Uinta blockers. But Fuego Latino is putting up some really great defense on this power jam. Though we already are seeing that, I believe that's Patty Hearst heading to the penalty box for Fuego. Knuckles now facing off 3 blockers, but still that offense not able to get her out. Fuego Latino's defense has just shut down that power jam. Senior Pupu is back on the track, ready to score some points, and he makes quick business of that and heads on out. We're 1 minute into this jam, no one scored yet, but Senior Pupu is now in a scoring position. Little friendly fire to the referee there. Knuckles is still working to get past these Fuego Latino blockers, while Senior Pupu returns for another scoring pass. Looks like he's going to walk away with 8 points now. Knuckles now declared lead. And Knuckles takes a track cut, so losing lead in the process of heading to the box. This puts Senior Pupu in a power jam position with, looks like he's going to make quick work of that. He's now at 12 points. Those Fuego Latino blockers running some quick offense for Senior Pupu, so he takes 12 points. And he's going to get, looks like another 3, putting him at 15. Uinta Madness scoring 0 and leaving their jammer in the 187 penalty box. This will give Fuego Latino a power start for Jam 6.
Excellent position for Fuego Latino to be in here with a power start and having held Uinta Madness scoreless on the last 3 jams. And they are going to be looking for every possible opportunity here. Ms. Take also looking for opportunities as she is bouncing from the inside to the outside, looking for some space and not really finding it. Those Fuego Latino blockers forming up and unable to offer any assistance with Knuckles back out on the track. Ms. Take has gotten out of the pack, did get lead, so now on a scoring pass. We've had a star pass, so Khan now jamming for Uinta. This is the first time that we have seen Can. Anyway, there's a timeout. Great job, everybody. Yay, Derby. 4 points picked up by Fuego Latino in that last jam. Score 119-68. 119 para Fuego Latino, 68 para Uinta. Y es a timeout for, looks like Uinta. This timeout brought to you by our center track sponsors, 888, revolutionizing roller derby safety with cutting-edge technology and unrivaled design. Stay protected with 888.
Back on the track after that timeout. Uinta taking a little break to shout out their frustration and come back a little more focused. They're sending out Valkyrie Vixen as their jammer versus Karma Electric for Fuego Latino. Getting some nice squishy packs in here as they're taking turn 2, turn 3. Just nice little cluster in there. Jammers pushing, and Karma Electric has taken lead. Valkyrie Vixen not far behind. We have 2 blockers standing in the 187 penalty box. Now they're cleared out, though unfortunately the Fuego pivot returned to the box. Fuego's gonna take a couple points and call it. Looks like they made out with 4 points and Uinta took 1.
A nice quick jam. We haven't seen a whole lot of those this game. It seems like many jams are going pretty long, maybe not quite 2 minutes, but more than a minute. So we are just about ready to roll. One skater in the 187 penalty box. Everybody just chilling there on the Rehab Lab jam line. And, ooh, some nice blocking there by UPS. And I think, yep, no mames. But a hoppity, skippity jump. And Spider Monk is out. Ya se fue Spider Monk. Up on those toe stops. Gets 4 points. Effie looking to get some offensive assistance. No mames. Intentando de hacer espacio para Effie Bomber. Y ya se fue para 4 puntos más Spider-Monk. En ese momento tiene 8 en jam número 8. Está intentando de cerrar el espacio entre los dos equipos, 78 a 123. Y 4 puntos más. Ya ha llegado a 12 puntos. Y un penal para la chica con el cumpleaños hoy, Sid Vicious. Y hemos tenido un paseo de la estrella. Ahora Whiskey Van Sweets tiene la estrella. Y con eso se acabó el jam. 16 puntos para Uinta. That is 16 big points for Spider Monk and Uinta Madness. Doing some big work, heavy lifting there in jam number 8 to close the gap just a wee bit more. So as we saw in the first half, these two teams are have been matching up pretty well. So we'll see what happens next, Phoenix.
Yeah, we're here for Jam 9. We have Chevelle Bob and Holly Ween on the line. Just going to take a moment and let you know, if you're watching on Twitch, you can enter those commands like # rosters, # codes, # refs, and the Twitch bots will give you all sorts of information. So check that out if you're on the Twitch and wanting to learn more about roller derby. Holly Ween is the lead jammer on this one. She's coming around and has already taken 4 points. Looking to her bench to see if she's going to call it or not. Chevelle Bob took a penalty there. Looks like he was called on a back block. This gives Holly Ween a power jam. She's making easy work of that scoring pass, taking 4 more points. The 187 penalty box now has the Uinta jammer and 1 blocker from Fuego Latino, who will be joining us on the track again soon. Holly Ween just gliding past that blocker. And she's going to go ahead and call it. It looks like the Uinta jammer is still in the box, so this will give Fuego Latino a power start. They're sending out Senor Pupu, so this should be a real fun jam to watch.
Ha llegado Senor Pupu. What's up? Senor Pupu has arrived at the jam line. That is the Rehab Lab Arizona jam line. Es a jam line patrocinado por Rehab Lab Arizona. O Arizona, perdóname. Y ya se fue. Primero es Señor Pupu. Él tiene lead en ese jam de poder. Pero regresando a la pista es Chevelle Bob. Y Chevelle Bob se encontró suficiente espacio allí en el centro y se fue. Con eso se acabó el jam. 4 puntos para Señor Pupu y Fuego Latino, 139 a 86.
As a reminder, we do MVPs for each game during this tournament, but we also have what we call the fan pick tournament MVPs. So any fans, whether you're in the room, in the building, or on Twitch, can go online and tell us who you loved. You can enter your vote for tournament MVP, jammer, blocker, and overall anytime before noon on Sunday. So as you're watching the Twitch, catching up on each game, go ahead and fill out that MVP form at any time. On the Twitch, you can hit pound MVPs, and it'll give you a link to the form. We're back here on Jam 11. Ms. Take is lead for Fuego Latino. Valkyrie Vixen still working her way through the pack. Whiskey Von Sweets heading to the penalty box. There are now 2 Fuego Latino blockers in the penalty box, and it looks like the jammer, Valkyrie Vixen, for Uinta is heading there with a track cut call. This game was quite close the first half, but Uinta has really suffered with penalties, in particular jammer penalties, the second half, and it's starting to show in the score. Ms. Take is running it for now. Already at 8 points, looking to make 12. Nice block there by Booty Queen, just sends that jammer to the outside. Fuego has called it off, leaving them in a power start position. Uinta is down to 3 blockers. They're down a jammer and a pivot, so this will be a tough defensive position to be in.
Seconds. 5 segundos. Se van rápidamente y empezamos con el jam nuevo. Effie Bummer tiene la 3 para Fuego Latino, Valkyrie Vixen para Uinta. Effie tiene lead llegando y haciendo su primer paseo para puntos, ganando 4. Effie Bomber, 4 points on that last jam. Valkyrie Vixen out in the pack, putting on pressure. Valkyrie Vixen está llegando al pack. Vamos a ver qué hace Effie y si se va a terminar el jam. Y los dos ganando 1 punto en el último paseo. So 5 para Fuego Latino, 1 para Uinta. 155 para Fuego Latino, 87 para Uinta.
We're out here on Jam 13, Knuckles versus Karma Electric. Nice to see our 187 penalty box is empty, but not for long. Looks like there was a forearm call on number 1, Sanctum, so he'll be heading to the box. Everyone's sort of clustered around our Clover Cup pivot line for now. Karma Electric's pushing out those Uinta blockers and looks like she's going to take lead. Got about 11 minutes left in this game. The game following this will be Cow Squad versus Clown Town, so if you're enjoying this, stick around for some more open gender action. Karma Electric is lead, already has 4 points, coming around for 4 more. I mentioned Uinta's been in a lot of penalty trouble this second half. They're already at 16 penalties for the half for this game. They only had 6 in the first half. Their pivot, number 9, Panamaniac, is now heading to the box, while Fuego Latino has now Whiskey Von Sweets also going to the box. That's her 3rd. That 187 penalty box is seeing a lot of action this second half.
So and
coming up that inside line, Holly Ween. It with an initial pass, looks like there's no earned pass on that for Ween, so she is not lead. Lead was still available, picked up by Spider Monk. Ween through with 4 points. So Ween showing she can not only jam but block, slowing down Spider Monk there for a moment, and now the call off. And here we go. That's the end of the jam. 3 points picked up by Holly Ween and Fuego Latino. So 7-point jam for Holly Ween, who, by the way, again, as a reminder, did not have lead.
This timeout is brought to you by our awesome stream team. We want to really give a shout out to AZRD's media team. They do a fantastic job. They've been streaming regionals and Cactus Cup and Monsoon Madness this year, plus a bunch of RollerCon games. In particular, I'd like to give a shout out to Murray, who does all the fantastic work behind the scenes. AZRD's media team doing all the hard work to bring you a live Twitch stream. If you're enjoying the Twitch and you're not enjoying the ads, you can subscribe to AZRD's channel for $5 a month. Helps out our league to bring you these fantastic live streams and get you an ad-free weekend of roller derby. It looks like after that official timeout, the Uinta jammer is leaving the box. Not sure what that was about, but we're gonna have 2 jammers starting in this next jam. I think there was a error or a confusion in some of the official calls, and so they're informing the coaches of what needs to be done to get us back on the track and in this game. 8 minutes and 43 seconds left for this first game of the Monsoon Madness tournament. Looks like we have Senior Poo and Chabelle Bob on the line. Our officials are getting lined up and ready to go. We're back in action. Uinta blockers hanging out on that Clover Cup pivot line. Not sure I'd give this much space to Senior Poo to run up, but that's what they've decided to do for their defense. And he makes quick work of it and takes lead. Hate to call that, but had to do it. Chabelle Bob is still working on this Fuego Latino pack. Got some solid blockers out there doing some hard work to hold him back. Senior Poo taking a lap and 4 points. Real close game the first half, and now we're to the point where Fuego Latino has almost doubled the score. It's 87 to 170, and Senior Poo looks like he's going to keep taking laps and make a big scoring round out of this. Getting a little offense from his teammates. Chabelle Bob still trying to push through that Fuego Latino line. Senior Poo taking a nice spinaroo on the inside line. He's now at 16 points. Looks like he's trying to break his record. I think in the first half he had a 23-point jam. Let's see if he can get 24. Chabelle Bob heading to the penalty box for a track cut call as a blocker. We've had a cover pass. BIP is currently the jammer. They don't have the star on their helmet, but they are holding the star in their hand. Senior Poo at 20. Let's see if he can make 24. That's it. He's going to call it. That's our highest scoring jam of the game. Senior Poo with 24 points.
So 47 points plus scored in this game by Senor Pupu. Those aren't the only ones, but I just, know that those were two.
In the last 7, they've only scored 1 point.
Fuego Latino has done a great job of really locking down those Uinta jammers. They have only scored 1 point in the last 7 jams. So muy bien hecho por Fuego Latino, que no han permitido más que un punto en los últimos 7 jams de Uinta. So Fuego Latino sigue dominando en el segundo parte de este juego. The second half of this game has just been dominated by Fuego Latino. We started with 66 points on the board for Uinta Madness and just 21 after a very strong first half. Both these teams, again, are kind of mashup teams. Some aboard, they don't practice together necessarily very often, and so sometimes that first half is just that remembering how we communicate with each other and how we all work together, and then the second half is when you can see some explosions, and we might see some more switch around, some unexpected things as this tournament continues, especially with our open gender teams.
I don't know, Bonita. I like to think that the halftime is when the coaches come through with amazing speeches that motivate the team to bring their A game in the second half. So maybe it's those Fuego coaches over there gave an inspiring halftime talk in the locker room.
I mean, for those of you who don't speak Spanish, Fuego does mean fire. So, llegando con el fuego.
I like to think there was a Friday Night Lights style halftime speech given in the locker room that brought the fire for the second half.
Believe it.
But here we are back in Jam 17. Knuckles has lead and is coming around on a scoring pass. Peace War has taken the cover and is now jamming for Fuego Latino. But it looks like Uinta is going to call it, preventing Peace War from making those jammer points. Maybe she'll get another try later.
Huge shout out to all our friends in the chat. Hey, B. Randy, I saw you, girl. I hope I get to see you in person sometime soon. And a shout out from Wayward Child saying, let Husky jam, let Husky jam. So much love for both teams in the chat. So glad that you're here with us, either on Twitch or in person. It's way more fun when friends are here. And lead jam going to Spider Monk and Uinta Madness. I think they heard you, chat fam, and responded with a lead. Effie Bomber has that star for Fuego Latino. And looking to get through the pack, she's taken the star off. So perhaps considering the pass, we'll see if it's a pass or a stash. Moving forward, Spider Monk on a second scoring pass, already put 4 up on the scoreboard, and yes, we do have a successful star pass. UPS is now jamming for Fuego Latino. Spider Monk with a little hop there on that apex in turn number 4, gets through pretty easily with 4 points. UPS is out of the pack, so puts the pressure on, forces the call off. 2 picked up on that last scoring pass. So it's going to be 10, I believe. Just waiting for the scoreboard to get there. Yep, there it is. And Uinta hits that century mark, so 101 to 194.
On the jam line now, we have Chevelle Bob for Uinta and Holly Ween for Fuego Latino. This is a nice time to thank our sponsor, Oh My Squad. Oh My Squad Skate Shop is the only skate shop in Northern Arizona. It's owned by Holly Ween and Joya Destroya from Northern Arizona Roller Derby. That is Holly Ween Jammer today for Fuego Latino. Thanks for sponsoring our event. Holly Ween is now taking lead on this. Chevelle Bob still working to get through this Fuego Latino wall. Schwelbob is now out while Holly is on her first scoring pass. Booty Queen putting up a nice wall there, but Holly's able to get around, take 4 points, and call it. Nice and quick. That should put Fuego Latino over the 200 mark. So while we've seen Uinta pass 100, Fuego Latino has now doubled that score. 1 more minute. This might be our last jam. We'll see.
Perhaps, mayhaps, quizás. Quizás. Eso es la última jam, el último jam. No sé. Pero lo que sé es, veo señor Pupú con la estrella intentando con mucha fuerza para salir temprano y ya lo logró y se va. Está lead. Knuckles todavía intentando de salir del pack, pero con el grupo de UPS, Sid Vicious y otro jammer de no estoy seguro quién es Prima Ballerina. Prima Ballerina se recicló a Knuckles. Y ahora Knuckles ya ha salido, pero se ve que salió cansado porque se usó mucha fuerza para salir y ya se terminó el juego. That's game, friends. Y ganando Fuego Latino 202 a 101 by Uinta. So 101 Uinta, 202 Fuego Latino. Fuego Latino will be taking on the Rough Riders later this afternoon. Thanks so much for being here with us. We will do our MVPs for the game right now. Next game does start at noon. Right? I can't tell time
Arizona
right now.
time, yes.
I'm like, what time is it? I know it's in 30 minutes. It's in 30 minutes. Oh, thanks, Johnny Pepper. Thanks, Phoenix. Thanks, all of you, for being here with us. And we are off to a great start in this game. Official score now there, 101 to 202.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.